Everybody, welcome back to WWTA Gaming. That's right, we'll be talking about gaming. Look, we have been on a binge over here talking about race car games on the PC. I don't do console. Sorry about that. I'm hyped up. We got a lot of games coming out. I just saw yesterday the preview for what is this game? Solar Crown. Come on, people. Come on. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. I'm not impressed. I actually felt a little salty. I was like, man, this kind of looks like the Crew 2. And then with the Crew coming out with Motorfest, I'm like, wow, I hope all those years wasn't just to bring us the Crew 2, because that's been out there. So I'm not excited about that. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm waiting to see what everybody else thinks about that. But we'll get to that part when we get to that part. So, what else is going on? So we've got the Forza series. I think we've got some. Maybe they got some testing. I'm not sure, but I think it's September that'll be releasing. We've got the Crew Motorfest. It might not be releasing this year. I'm not sure about that, but I do believe they've got it's going into testing. We'll be able to try it out. There are so many games that I still have to do some recordings on. So, anyways, right now, Project Cars and Grid Legends. So, let me just deal with Grid Legends a little bit. Grid Legends is straight up to me. It looks great, but it plays really like an arcade. I mean, it's fun on the wheel. Again, Logitech G920 or something like that. I'm not sure. The one with the little red circle around the red ring around the circle. If you're familiar, you know. So it's pretty fun, but it's definitely arcade, right? So right now, I'm trying to determine the best racing title right now that you'll really enjoy, that'll feel good, and that you can actually have fun in. So, between right now, looking at Grid Legends and Project Cars 3, both of them have the career mode. And of course, both of them allow you to adjust the AI. So, on Project Cars 3, I'm playing anywhere between hard and very hard with very high AI aggression. I think that's pretty fun. I haven't got up to pro or legendary. No, I haven't got that. I'm not that good yet. So with Grid Legends, so it really feels arcadey. It's fun, yes. Um, but like when you push on the brake, it doesn't feel realistic. It feels like you can just let go of the accelerator, cut the wheel, and hit the accelerator, and you go into this magical slide, and you go right around the corner, and it's just really not real. In real life, you'll roll your car, it'll roll, you probably die. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely, it's that's really an arcade title. Now I know Project Cars 3, everybody say, oh, that's arcade. Well, no, it's really not. It's really not. It plays a lot like um, Project Cars 2, in my personal opinion. They just made it like a cross, like a Simcade. So, with that being said, one of the things, all right, real quick, let's do this again. I'm running on the PC a B550 board. I'm running an AM4 socket. I'm running a Ryzen 5 5600. I'm also running 32 gigs of 3200 megahertz RAM. I'm running the game on a solid state NVMe, I believe, 2 gig. I'm also running the Radeon RX 6650 XT, which I hope to replace maybe in the holiday season of this year, hopefully, if the finances allow. Um, so there's the basic specs of the PC, nothing great. But it's I like to run 60 frames per second, so I adjust my settings accordingly. I think I'm running in high settings right now. Yeah, I'm running high settings right now on Project Cars 3. Get my 60 frames per second, smooth, buttery smooth. I'm enjoying it. That's what we're running on now. So the game itself, it hmm, it feels really good. I'll say that. I'll say that in comparison to Grid, this one is a lot more realistic. It feels really good. What I like to do, which I would suggest you all do, because immersion is everything, is go into your settings and cut all the UI stuff off. Just get it out of there. Don't worry about what place you're in. Don't worry about um, leveling up. Don't even worry about trying to see the actual race map. You don't even want to see your speedometer. That's what the actual dashboard's for. You can see the speedometer if you run in the first person view. You have two versions of that cockpit, excuse me. You've got the cockpit steering wheel, and then you've got the cockpit steering wheel view, where it's almost like you're looking from the head, where you can see into the apex, and you can get all the head movement that you would when driving a car in a race in real life. So that's really cool. So if you get everything off your screen, you'll probably notice from some of the video that you're watching. If you get everything off the screen, one, it forces you to drive a little bit harder, because you'll learn real quick if you're slowing down too much. You're going to learn from having nothing on that screen but you, the car, the track. Okay, and in real life, it's not like you really have track view that you're looking at while you're driving. So let's just get over that. And it's also in real life, you don't have like a speedometer in your view that you can watch. You're actually looking at your dash. So you know what I'm saying? It's like if you don't have a guide on the actual road. So I'm like, if you get rid of all that stuff and you just take the game for immersion. One, immersion is mind blowing. Two, the force feedback in the game. Again, I'm running a Logitech. The force feedback is amazing. You'll enjoy that. Also, with the force feedback being so great, and with the view being great, and with everything, the UI turned off, and just driving the car, you'll feel really great in that game. When you push on the brakes, you can't just tap the brake and go around the corner. No, no, no. You got to slow down and hope your tires keep you attached to the road. And you'll hear it too. It's letting on and off as you're trying to keep gripping. If you're oversteering, you're going to feel it. And if you understeer, you're going to feel it. Everything is pretty great. Like in my mind right now, in between the Grid game, because these are two games right now I'm kind of weighing, in between Grid Legends and Project Cars 3, I'm kind of looking at Project Cars 3 like that thing holds its weight. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be getting into a few other games as I start to pin these games against each other until these other games drop, because it's a lot of games coming out this year. And looking into next year, the only one I'm kind of hyped up about, because it's PC, I don't have a PlayStation, is the Forza series, Motorsport. And until we get there, I just want to kind of weigh the options that we have now. Because if you are running a sim setup and you've got your wheel and pedal, you should have your spring set up and your wheel set up right, then you can really immerse yourself in these racing games. And if you're a car guy, you're going to love it. I promise you're going to love it. I don't know. So anyways, I just giving you a quick idea. Like in between those two games, I like Grid Legends. It's fun, but it's just a little too arcadey. Like I would say, the next Grid series game, bring it a little closer to the Simcade world. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be able to let off the accelerator, turn the wheel hard one direction, hit the accelerator, and it kind of reminds me of like Ridge Racer. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. I mean, that's telling my age. But Ridge Racer, like, it kind of reminds me of that. It's just not real at all. Like, the next Grid game, it should be, in my opinion, it should really be a little more down to earth. I need to be able to slow that car down. And if I don't slow it down enough, I'm running off the road. And I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? Boom, right? And then also, I would love to see between a lot of these new games, even Forza, right? Project Cars 3, Grid, Forza, Automobilista's already taken the initiative. I want to see those rally races come into existence, because it's a form of racing. It's race car driving and it's racing, right? We see IndyCar racing in a lot of these games already. And so if you're going to talk racing games, put the races there. Kart racing, the mini kart racing, that should be there. I don't know about motorcycles because, that's kind of in a whole different world, but like when we talk about rally racing and even uphill and downhill racing and even those drift events, those things are all a part of like car racing, and I think a lot of games should focus on having that stuff in their games, definitely. So I hope a lot of them take to that. But in the case of Grid Legends, like, Grid, don't do a Legends game. Bring us a Grid Motorsport game. You know what I'm saying? Just call it Grid Motorsport. You know what I'm saying? And then bring us motorsport events. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not that hard. We're seeing a lot of titles that are able to do this. Don't, you know what I'm saying? We've got some open world games that are awesome, and so we don't need any more of that. I think, we've got Horizon 5, we've got the new Solar Crown test drive, we've got the Crew handling business, and we've got that Need for Speed game, which I'm just not excited about. We'll get to some of those videos. I've got a lot of videos to get to. But, where I'm weighing in right now is that Project Cars 3, everybody talks smack about that game. That game is pretty awesome. Don't confuse it. Don't get lost. Like, everybody's going to talk whatever they're going to talk about, whatever. Don't hold weight to that. Watch a lot of videos. Just go watch different videos, because you're going to find out some people are going to love the game and they're going to say, like, I don't know what they're talking about. The game is awesome. And like I said, get rid of all your UI. Get all that UI stuff off the game. Get immersed in the game. Get rid of all UI. Clear the screen. Check the video you're watching, and then immerse yourself in the game. You know what I'm saying? Throw your headphones on, turn the music, not the music, turn the volume up loud so you can hear the motor and you can hear everything going on around you. Just get immersed and enjoy the game. Just me sharing my thoughts real quick on Grid Legends and Project Cars 3 and how I'm feeling about it right now. Just some quick thoughts. There's going to be more videos coming out because I feel like in the racing scene, there's a lot of things to discuss. There's just stuff I want to talk about. If you got any comments, get in that comment section below. Let me know how you feel, what you're thinking about. If there's a race car game I haven't checked out, you think you should probably check out, hey, throw it in that comment section. Other than that, I'll catch you all in the next episode.